Once you win a medal, instantly they count your go give you say yeah $5,000 you good.
The performance was is average.
It's a Nigerian thing, and I don't think we'll learn. We know what Toby can do, so it's just like a bad day at the office.
Yeah.
Guys, you're welcome to another edition of First Daily Sports Podcast. On today's edition, we're going to be talking about the Commonwealth Games. Of course, we know Team Nigeria's participation has ended, and then they came home with 24 medals. Well, I'm not sure I agree with that number, but I don't know if Mr. Bulla agrees with me. But I feel we should be doing better. But I don't know what you think about Team Nigeria's medal haul at the Commonwealth Games, 2026 Commonwealth Games, based on the motivation that they had this time. They had a pay-as-you-go motivation because the NSC told them that once you win a medal, instantly they count your go give you say yeah $5,000 you good. So I like that part, but I believe we should have done better in terms of the medal haul. The target was 20 gold medals from the NSC before the start of the games, but eventually they were able to get 12 gold medals. What's your opinion about it?
I think by and large the performance was is average, so to speak, but also impressive considering the fact that, like you said, we won 24 medals in total. All the medal haul that in the total package we won. There were two games which we are strong at. They're not part of these games: wrestling and table tennis. Those sports usually we
won 10 medals in those sports.
Yes, we usually do well in such sports. So, but the fact that we got what we got, speaks volumes that at least we're able to at least get the numbers we have. But moving forward, I think we can do better when it comes to preparations. I think that's one of the aspects that we need to improve upon moving forward. Preparations is key in any competition.
You mentioned preparations. We know that in Nigeria we don't like to hear that, because for these games, preparation started in other countries. Immediately they ended these games now. Some countries have started their own preparations. But Nigeria, we know that won't start our own until 2029. In fact, some 2030. Some of the athletes will start about 6 weeks, 4 weeks before the start of the games. It's a Nigerian thing, and I don't think we'll learn from past mistakes. So we know that this will happen again in 2029, because the next edition will be 2030.
Yeah.
But we saw some athletes like Femi Ayo, the Paralympics. I think we have to really give credit to the Paralympians, because every games they come to the party, but they don't get the kind of credit they deserve. They don't get the kind of recognition they deserve. How best can Nigeria really honor these special athletes?
The only way we can honor them is by giving, like they say, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar.
Caesar, not in Nigeria.
The NSC National Sports Commission president did, giving the athletes incentives. Pay as you go. I think that should also apply to the disabled athletes.
No, they also have it. Yeah. In these games, everybody, once you win your medal, instantly they give you your money. I think it should be done.
I think they should have a higher package, since basically because they are disabled. Even using that word,
they are special
athletes. Thank you for that. I think their incentive should be higher, just to encourage.
Because they don't have the opportunity to do other things.
Most definitely
they can't even travel out of the country to represent. To play for clubs, because the other athletes, most of them are based in the US. For example, if you go to the stadium almost on a daily basis, you see the athletes, the special athletes, struggling to get to the stadium. And this is not supposed to be so. These people are representing Nigeria. Yeah. Anytime they go to games, they put on the Nigerian flag. They hoist the Nigerian flag. I know of a particular athlete that's also a professional hairdresser. The stress where you have to go to training almost on a daily basis, and you also have to fend. They also have family. They also fend for their families. So I believe government, we should have a better reward system for them. It's not that they go to the games and you give them $5,000. The next 4 years they are hungry. $5,000 will not feed you for 2 years. So they should have a reward system, a structure that allows them, probably give them money on a monthly basis, even when they are not in games. So if we can just ensure there is a reward system whereby maybe put them on the salary every month, another one every month, because they have to go to training, they have to find their way through the training. And we know how difficult sports is, even for the other athletes, we know, and they are special athletes. We should just prioritize them. I just hope Nigeria can do something for these special athletes this time around. The only time they remember them is when they want to have games like this.
Proper, yeah.
And Olufemi, she's been going for she's been going to games. The last 3 Commonwealth, she's won gold medals, and it's not a fluke. If you are winning medals consistently, then people like that, they should just do something for them. But let's move on straight to Toby Amusan. In the 100 meters, I was surprised. She breezed her way through to the finals, and we all expected that she was going to win a 3rd consecutive gold medal in the 100 meter. But unfortunately, she finished 3rd and won bronze. And she came out to say that she had an injury in training that affected her performance. We know what Toby can do. So it's just like a bad day at the office. By 2030, I think she'll be 31. And that means we should begin to groom other athletes that will learn from her and eventually take over from her. How would you rate her performance so far?
She's also won the cornerstone of Nigerian the team. She's regarded as Nigerian sprint star. And like she said, she could not win a gold in that race because she had an injury. She had a heavy fall in training, and also she also complained about the weather in Glasgow, saying the weather was too harsh for her to, sometimes train. So putting all those factors together, we can understand why she came 3rd in that race. But moving forward, like you said, we need to groom athletes that will take over. And Nigeria has history of producing track queens. Falila, Tugunshoya, Oshiku, and the like. So I think this is a time for us to start grooming another sprint queen that will take over from her when time comes.
Before we go, let me just ask you, what are the 3 ways you think that the NSC, Nigeria as a whole, can improve ahead of the next games?
I think first, what they need to do is take look at what happened in this Commonwealth Games and take a recce, look at those things they did right and things they did wrong. Where the strengths that we have and our weaknesses. Secondly, plan ahead. The next Commonwealth Games is fast approaching. Some teams, some countries, like you said, are already planning for the next Commonwealth Games. So I think they should start planning, right from today, because tomorrow might be too late. And thirdly, there's also have a way to, encourage athletes, because these are the professionals that will carry the flag of the country when the next Commonwealth Games comes up. So they need to encourage them by way of training tours, incentives, training grants, to ease whatever they are going through, whatever financial difficulties they may be going through in trying to prepare for the next Commonwealth Games, and also trying to keep themselves fit.
Pay as you go. I coined that. $5,000 is good. So I like that part, because I don't. Some people have come out to say that it's a lack of trust, because you can't mention any other country in that Commonwealth Games that policy. You win medals and we give you money. I mean, it could be distracting. What's your opinion on that?
In Nigeria, we like monetizing things, and I think if you ask me, it's a bad course to follow. Usually, when you go to a tournament, you already know the amount that you are going to get.
Then the player is supposed to be something personal, private.
The team, the players, and
administrators, but it's like a lack of trust. They don't trust them.
Definitely.
They will promise you, man, at the end of the tournament, you don't get anything.
You don't get anything.
So for the athletes, it's a win-win for them. But for Nigeria as a whole, it's not a good image.
Yes, and this thing also happened way back in the Super Eagles. Once they play a certain match, they give them whatever they are entitled to. But in present times, what they do is over a period of 5 matches or 6 matches, they calculate it and they give you. And some players are like, sometimes what they get, sometimes what they get is not up to what the amount of matches they play. That's a lack of trust, and we need to jettison that idea in Nigerian sports, because if you have a lack of trust, those players will not be fully committed and fully, concentrate fully on the sport that they are about to partake in each given tournament. So we need to jettison the idea of, pay as you go, because it doesn't augur well for the players in the long run.